Hello everybody, it's Nick, and it's been a while since I've done a collection tour, so I thought I'd make a hopefully quick video about how all my plants are doing now that it's winter time, and just to show off a few more acquisitions over this time period. So I actually went on vacation and it was extremely fun. I went to Europe. If anybody's been to London, please let me know, or if you currently live in London, it was a beautiful place. But regardless, all my plants did well over vacation. All I had to do was make sure everything was extremely watered before I left, like sitting in their trays full of water. And yeah, when I came back, it seemed that everything was actually still a little bit wet, just dried up quite a bit, but still pretty wet. So yeah, I'll go over my whole collection, and as you guys can see, this main tray is looking quite a bit empty, and that's because a lot of my pings are transitioning into succulent phase, and I like to keep them in a separate tray because that way I can water them differently and basically care for them in their succulent phase more accurately. But yeah, so I guess we'll start on the smallest ping right now. This is my Pinguicula Eucado 1713, and it's just looking like it's emerging out of its succulent rosette. So I moved this one back up, and I'm hopefully gonna see some nice growth from it this season. And this is my Pinguicula Raspberry Blonde. So what's cool about this one is right now it's actually putting off a pup, and yeah, I really love this plant, so hopefully I can manage to grow that pup out nicely into another separate plant. And this one also has not flowered for me yet, but yeah, I'm waiting for that. This is Johanna. It flowered and split, and these are some leaf pullings from Johanna. Actually, the Johanna I crossed with my Sethos back here, and as you guys can see right now, I have this tray of a bunch of leaf pullings I got from a friend, but there are so many baby pings because I just scattered them all throughout. I tried to evenly, but very obviously they're concentrated in like 2 spots. But yeah, these are all baby pings of Pinguicula, Sethos, and Johanna, so I'm excited to see how those turn out. These are also leaf pullings that I'm very excited to see as they grow up because they're pretty small right now, but they're getting size decently quickly. And yeah, moving on, I have my Agnata Red Leaf, which is flowering for me right now, and I actually put out 2 flower spikes. So that's an extremely beautiful flower, if you guys can see right there. And when they come out, the flower actually has like purplish borders, like right there, you guys can see. It has purple right around the borders of the flower, which is extremely cute. My pirouette has been overtaken with moss, and it's transitioning into succulent phase, but it's pretty big, so I'm gonna leave it on this tray. Some leaf pullings. Back here is Morinensis, which is looking extremely fabulous. I love the shape right now, it's really cute, and the color is, it's just darkening up, starting to, so yeah, this is Pinguicula Dragon. Another one I'm very excited for. It's been a slower growing ping in my care, and I still don't fertilize anything, so, but they have been catching gnats. It does look good in its current state though. This is Pinguicula Marginata, which I've finally got an ID for once it put out a flower. I think this is its 2nd or 3rd flower actually, and the blooms are so nice, like a lavender. And I love the margins on each leaf, hence the name. Right here is Pinguicula Alursiae Victoria leaf pullings. They're very cute in this small stage. Here's the mother plant right there. Alursiae by Mesophytica and Sunshine. Those are still small, so not much to look at. Pilosa is also in its winter succulent phase, and it's looking super cute, almost like a pine cone. And right in front of that is Lauiana by Marginata. So as you guys can see, this is probably one of my favorite Pinguicula of all time because of the bloom and like both the foliage and the bloom. Just look at how deep and vibrantly saturated that flower is. But yeah, I hope to cross this with something soon. It's in winter phase right now. Here's Morinensis caudata by Guatemala. I think those are both Morinensis varieties. And it looks very, very cute in its succulent phase. A Lobo honestly hasn't gained much size since you last saw it. It might be going into succulent actually, but gaining a tiny bit of color. And a Seriana, which I took a lot of leaf pullings from as it was emerging from its winter rosette, and you guys are going to see those in a bit. Now onto this tray, I have some of the sames over here. Pinguicula noide going into succulent. I have my Queen Cthulhu's, which are completely succulent right now. Very curious, interesting growth. Cyclosecta. Onpadi in the back, which loses all of its saturation with this winter rosette apparently. Rotundiflora by Gracilis flower. Extremely cute. I love the shape. Snow Queen, which is doing a weird thing for me again, so I gotta figure out how to take care of that better. Pinguicula gypsicola. It's getting super tight in the middle, so I wonder if it's gonna expand outwards or if it's just gonna grow vertically now. And here's my Ceph. I admittedly let this get a little bit too dry a bit, so now I'm just gonna keep it sitting in water since it's in such a tall pot anyways. Then I have a cute little agave, which always pokes me, so I don't particularly enjoy it because of that. Here's mounted Platycerium Jenny, which is a Willinkii variety. It's a dwarf variety. The new frond is super cute. And yeah, I guess that kind of wraps it up for these two trays or platforms. And sitting on this one, I have one of my favorite plants at the moment. Platycerium Willinkii cultivar nano. The shield frond is so cute. The colors are, or the color is like this matcha sage green, which is probably my favorite color of all time. So very excited for this one. Platycerium bacteria, looking a little bit weird. My other bacteria, which is up here, is actually looking really good. This is another one of my favorite plants. And you can just see the root growth. Look at the insanity of those roots. Almost looks like Nepenthes roots with how they're black in color and also like kind of more fibrous than tuberous, if that makes sense. But yeah, the veination, especially on the shield frond. On the same shelf is Anthurium Michelle X-Self. And then we get onto my Nepenthes, which are honestly getting quite a bit sunburnt right now. This is my Paumor. I have to transition this back into a humidity dome because it's not liking ambient at all. I also got a new light for my Pinguicula, which is by Mars Hydro, and it might be why everything is going into succulent, I find this light is super intense. So yeah, that's a drawback, but I do think the pings are coloring up super nicely. So I have some of my Nepenthes here. This one's doing really well. It's a cross, and hybrids always do better than species like by themselves. So this new picture on this, I believe it's an LVBVMV Vichii. The striping on the peristome is quite insane. This Nepenthes is doing really well too. Incoming picture on this one. This is just a normal Vichii. Very small though. And 2 Platyceriums, which might be dead. Here's another one. These are all Jade Girl. And down here we have an agave, Anthurium Queen, and this is a Platycerium Yellow Moon, not the dwarf variety, the normal. And just look at the high crown on that. I need to really get this mounted, but it's already looking so nice in this pot. And I guess that takes us down here. So these, after I saw this Utricularia in my Nepenthes pot, I've started going on like a deep dive, the rabbit hole of Utricularia. So I ended up with these highland varieties. They're also more epiphytic than terrestrial or aquatic. And this is Utricularia reniformis. I have the large variety right here, which might not be getting enough light because of how tall that leaf is getting, but I'll move this out soon. And I have the smaller variety, which is, I think, like infant terrible something, I don't know. But yeah, I moved these other plants, or this Anthurium here, because it wasn't doing well at all. That's just a crystallinum hybrid. And this is a Japanese albo monstera that I got from one of my favorite local shops, and seems to be doing well right now. There's a new aerial root growth, and it's a node cutting, which is kind of impressive. But yeah, I hope this one can grow big for me. And right here we have so many baby pings. So at this point, I don't even know what these are. Like, I just took leaf pullings of multiple plants. I did remember, but then kind of all got mixed up and I forgot. I think these are Ampa D on the bottom left, and then these are Ampa D and Sethos, and then this is Emarginata. That leaf right there might be Lawiana Bioemarginata. That might be Ampa D. So I don't know, we'll have to see. This is the Alocasia Bambino that I had to move back in here because it was not happy with ambient. Here is some more propagations. I think the leaf in the middle is a Lao Bioemarginata, and then the one on the right is Morinensis Ampa D. I have no idea what the other ones are though. These are Gypsy Cola getting taken over by moss in their succulent phase. So hopefully they don't lose the light battle and die. Heliumphora that I had to move in here because it was declining, as you guys can see, all those dead younger pictures, but it is sizing up still, which I'm really happy about. So hopefully it can continue to survive. And now here's a bunch of more pullings with moss. I believe a lot of these are Aceriana, but there's also other pings mixed in, as you guys can see. And some more random leaf pullings just everywhere. Again, these are my baby pings, which I'm pretty proud of. So yeah, these are just leaf pullings. These are the baby pings. They start out with only 2 leaves, which is so cute. and I got this plant a while ago, but I don't think I've shown it on this channel. So this is Welswichia mirabilis. I don't know if I'm correctly pronouncing it, but it's a plant that grows in like a Namibian coastal desert, and it only grows 2 leaves for its entire life. And this is leaf 1, that's leaf 2, or vice versa. But yeah, all these leaves do is just grow from the center of kind of like a little caudex. But I don't think it's actually a caudex. So they continue growing and lengthening, and they won't ever break, or they will, but only because of like external reasons. So they only grow 2 leaves for their entire lives. There's some mutations with like 3 or 4, but yeah, I just love the niche that this plant fits in, and it's extremely cute. And in my final grow bin, I have mini helianthus, extremely mini helianthus, and more Pinguicula props, something that anthurium that died, and some more anthuriums with some super fuzzy roots in this 100% humidity environment. Got a lot of them. That's just a Amorphophallus bulb. I think it's the elephant foot. I don't know the scientific name of that variety really. And here are some baby Platycerium, which are White Hawk and SS Fong, which I successfully transitioned out of tissue culture. So pretty happy about these and excited to see them grow up. But yeah, I think my favorite pickup recently is this large Utricularia reniformis. It looks extremely cute, adorable, almost like, I don't know, I couldn't really imagine being the first person to discover this in nature. That would be kind of crazy. Okay, but I think that just about wraps it up for the plant tour. I think I've shown off everything that I currently want to. And I do have quite a bit of plant maintenance that I have to do, so you guys will probably be getting a video detailing how I do plant maintenance and just showing my plant maintenance in general. But yeah, if you guys are still watching, thank you so much, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Sorry for my long hiatus. It's been quite a busy month, and New Year. Happy New Year, guys. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope I'll see you guys in the next one.